All right, all right, all right. Here we are.
Greetings, everybody. Hello.
Hey, wow.
Saturday
Hey guys.
Hey, Joel. How are you? How's
Wow.
everybody doing tonight?
Wow, we got quite the crowd.
We got quite the crowd.
We definitely do. Definitely do. Hello, everybody out there joining us. Thank you for tuning in. We appreciate it. Absolutely do.
Saturday night, August 14th, we have some big news. We have well, first of all, we've got Joel, we've got Bruce Katz, we've got Tyler Ham. For those of you that know who these people are, that's wonderful. For those that don't,
hi, how are you?
You will find out very shortly.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Greetings, everybody. Checking in to see who's checking in there. Tons of messages coming through already.
Yep.
But again, I want to welcome everybody. I think this is we got Bruce on. It's exciting. Tyler Ham, Joel, Brian Heiler, Jason, Scott. Welcome everybody. Got some exciting news for tonight. And Scott, since we do have Bruce and Joel at the same time, I mean, we can either get into the con reviews or we can talk about whatever else. And then if you want to jump into the big news, since we do have Bruce and Joel at the same time.
Yeah, I'm thinking. Yeah, let's just go ahead and let's hop into it. Joel, Bruce. Of course, the big news is Topps and Mego have decided that they're going to do something together, and we know that Monday, the 16th, is supposed to be the debut of this. Do you guys want to elaborate on what we're going to expect?
Sure, Joel.
Hey, let's start off by saying hashtag Mego Monday. That's all I'm saying. Okay.
Yeah, so we made we made an announcement that we've entered into a collaboration with Topps, and it's a pretty exciting collaboration because what it actually allows us to do is go direct to consumer with Topps with a variety of exclusive items that you'll be able to pre-order, and the items are just going to come out in a flow. So we're going to be actually introducing 2 items every week.
Wow.
So, we're talking about really getting into some great product, some great items, and a great collaboration with, Topps has to be one of the biggest collectible companies in the world, so to collaborate with them, get on their website, and be able to start to sell Megos directly to our consumers, to our Mego fans. I think it's huge.
That's exciting stuff. Very exciting. Joel, question for you. Now, with the launch, with you said 2 items, are these going to be 2 items that we've seen before? Or are these going to be 2 brand new items, or somewhere in between?
No, these are all going to be new items.
Awesome. Okay. Exciting.
Everything is new.
I think a little bit in between.
Okay.
A lot of new, a lot of items that that we're reworking, but
okay.
Virtually everything new.
Awesome.
Yeah, but the rework will be exclusive.
Gotcha. Okay.
I think what's important for everybody to know is that this is really a fun, exciting collaboration, but this is just a collaboration on product that will be on the Topps direct-to-consumer site, which is, as Joel said, which is one of the top collector sites around. However, this is only for that purpose. The Mego business continues as it has and growing fantastically well. Awesome. Thank you to everybody out there that's supporting us. We will still be out at all the major retailers.
Okay.
We'll continue doing some collaborative items with Hasbro. So it's just Mego expanding, what they're doing, and quite honestly, we are tremendously flattered that some of these pillars in the collectible market have come to us and asked to do these collaborations. It's really quite flattering. They, again, like I said last time, they could have gone to anybody, but they really saw the the great history, the great collectability of the Mego product, and the great library that we have of licenses that we'll continue to bring out over the course of the next many years. So
that's exciting.
Yeah. Well, one of the biggest confusions I'm getting from the forums and such is people, they hear Topps and they think sports.
Right.
So they automatically assume this is all going to be sports characters. But that's not the case, is it?
It's not the case at all. As a matter of fact, we would love to maybe explore as we go down the line in this collaboration, maybe doing some of the great classic, what we call the GOATs, the greatest of all times.
Oh yeah.
In some of the sports, but for right now, that was the whole idea. That's what Topps is known for, and they said, this collector market is huge. We've had just years and years of success in the card business. Now they're very heavily into NFTs, as you all know.
Right.
They said if we were going to expand our base, who would be the best partner to do this with? And Mego seemed to be the answer. So no, I think the big benefit here for Mego is to be able to showcase many of our genres and titles that we're currently doing, and for Topps to really be able to, again, reach out to to the figure collector market, which they haven't really done to date. So I hope that clears everything up.
Oh yeah, no, that's great. I'm glad you said that.
And Bruce, Joe, I think this is really exciting. You talk about how these companies like Hasbro, Topps, they see Mego, they see the trajectory that Mego's on, and they're contacting you guys to collaborate. So, I mean, I think that speaks volumes as far as, what Mego's doing and where they're headed. I think that's, it's fantastic, to say the least. So, yeah, I think the sky's the limit with Topps too. So it's very exciting. It's a great opportunity.
It's a great big announcement for Mego, but like I said a few minutes ago, just remember that our positions at our major retailers that we have right now are very, very important to us, and there's excitement coming out on the retail level as well, for the balance of this year and into next year, and everybody will start seeing some of that probably starting in a few weeks with the what we call in the retail business with their fall planogram sets, out there in the marketplace. So you'll see new product. I mean, that's the beauty of Mego. Joel, Paul, Black Mego, as we all know him. Certainly Wojo, certainly yourself, and Jason, doing some great work for us. Just great collaborations out there, and helping us bring so much new content out to the marketplace. And some will be for our Star Trek fans, and some will be for the horror fans, as how big that market is for us. Some will be the DC superheroes. DC has a very strong, very, very strong. There's that. Very strong lineup of new movies this year.
Yes.
I think the DC movie releases this year certainly will. I think they're stronger than even the. I think they're the strongest of the action movies that will be out there this year.
Okay.
So.
Is that kind of like a little maybe possibly a hint there or something, Bruce? I don't know. We'll see, right?
No, just I'm just saying. I think the DC properties over the next couple of years. We're involved in all these previews by the licensors, and the DC properties are as strong as can be. They're as strong as can be. I think they're as strong as the Marvel properties.
Yeah, great. So. I mean, very, very strong characters, very strong fan base. And, I think what you're talking about, Bruce, as far as, these exclusive items with Topps and Hasbro, it's in no way going to take away from Mego's regular retail business. And just to reiterate what you're saying, you guys are still growing on that side as well. So expect great things coming from that side as well.
Oh, absolutely. This is it's another new venture for us, and one that we're excited about because we'll be able to deal direct to consumers and maybe gain some new Mego ambassadors out there.
There you go.
But no, our business continues worldwide, worldwide. Every country right now has been expanding, every week. So even China, even China, and that is a hard market for American type product to be in. But we're killing it there as well. So it's exciting.
That's awesome stuff. Really exciting. I see, just to not segue real quick, I see Paul down there with the 14-inch Gorn. I'm assuming he's still on the convention floor there with his mask on and the Gorn. So I don't know if you can hear us.
I'm not sure. Either that or he's in his hotel room and
That's not, Paul,
He's on the floor.
can you turn your phone, Paul?
I'm sorry, I can't hear anybody. What?
Hey, can you turn your phone sideways, please, so we get the full
Sideways. Oh, really?
Yes, sir.
There you go.
Yeah,
Awesome. There you go.
Thank you.
That's live from the convention floor. There you go. That's awesome.
It's more like dead from the convention floor.
Okay. So has it been busy out there, Paul?
It was earlier, but now everybody starts to go out for dinner.
Gotcha. Okay.
I bet you're not bored of Star Trek talk.
How's the reception been,
That is
Paul?
not possible. Take that back.
Yeah, right.
All right.
What reception? Mine or?
Well, to you first, of course, to Dr. Mego. How's the reception been to Dr. Mego first and foremost?
I mean, the phone reception, or?
No, as far as just Mego in general. How are the fans? Are they liking the 14 inch? Yeah. Okay.
It's great because these people realize, they remember the originals. We have the pictures of them from the on the table.
Right.
With Marty, it's great, but they're the masked Nazis are coming around.
Gotcha.
But they know about what's going on. It's
So I think that the convention was really important for us to be there. Not just, we were there, we sold a couple of pieces, we sold quite a bit.
Yeah.
But just as an outreach program to some of the Star Trek fans who were not familiar with Mego, and they walk past the booth and they look at the figures sitting there and they come over and they're, ooh and ah and wow, and then you get to tell the Mego story and, it becomes, really embracing, which is, fantastic. And it's great to be a part of. I think these conventions and these places where we can, just have a presence really allows us to get to outside of our, steady fan base into some of the specialty bases.
Very cool. Very cool indeed.
It's great.
Well, who are some of the celebrities out there besides you?
Shatner, Frakes canceled.
Okay.
The guy who plays Saru canceled. Doug Jones.
Really?
The guy who played Q canceled.
Oh wow.
Hey,
it's
Paul,
like
I didn't ask you to cancel. Who's there?
What do you
Sounds
mean?
like just Shatner.
Yeah, wait. What about the guy who played Saru, the guy who played you? You know their names. You know your birth dates. So Frankie's canceled. I mean, you're a Star Trek geek.
Come on, Paul. Names are like, written into our brain.
That's right.
Doug Jones, Jonathan Frakes.
But there was a cosplayer for this Q.
We've seen that.
He took a picture with his figure.
Okay.
Yeah, we saw that. That was nice.
And he bought it. Yeah.
Oh, very cool.
I love the picture Joel put up with Bobby Clark getting to see the 14-inch Gorn. That was awesome.
That was great. That was really cool.
Wasn't that cool, Tyler? That was cool, right?
That was super cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, in 2019, which was the last Star Trek convention we went to, his daughter came over to our booth and saw the Gorn, and she asked if she could have one for her dad. It's the 8-inch Gorn. So I said, absolutely. She said, I'll have him sign one for you. You'll give one to him. And, did it, absolutely. So this time I actually went over to his booth and brought over the 14-inch Gorn, and he
very
loved
cool.
it. We did the same kind of swap.
That's awesome.
Good guy.
That's really, really cool. So, Paul, I got to ask you, how was setting up with those 14-inch figures with those boxes, man? That was something, huh?
No, actually, it was pretty easy.
Okay.
Because they arrived at my sister-in-law's 10 minutes before I did.
Gotcha. Cool. Okay.
So, they fit. They display nicely.
Yes.
You know, we could make a display of a bunch of boxes in the middle and show them off. But it was great. It's a lot of excitement. I'm out of Gorns.
Very cool. Oh wow.
The Gorn I showed you is the last one.
Really?
Yeah. Wow. They and that was at $40 each.
That's great, man.
So we're raising the price on you guys.
Don't start that.
Obviously, these people will pay $40.
Right.
Some guys just come up and go, I want all three.
Yeah, of course.
That's $40 each.
And
so tomorrow I'll lower the price because I'm down to just Kirk and Spock.
Gotcha. Got
I figured once the Gorns were gone,
right?
We could go back to the regular price.
I got you.
The Kangs went, the Qs went.
Wow. Very cool.
A lot of it has been sold out. But we still got plenty of Uhura's and dress uniform Kirk and
cool.
Actually, I talked to a dealer here that already said I'll come by Sunday and just take as much as I can of what you have left.
So I got a question that has come in. It's a pretty interesting one. How long do you guys anticipate the Topps Mondays to start and continue, or to
last?
To last, yeah, I guess that's what they're trying to say.
Well,
thanks, Frank.
The deal itself is is set as a fairly long-term deal, but you'll have a new release. You'll have new releases every Monday. That's the way it's set up right now.
Okay.
We've had conversation. We thought that maybe it should be every 2 weeks, but certainly to kick things off and really cause a lot of excitement, you'll have new releases every Monday, Mego Mondays, and we'll go from there.
So Bruce, not to interrupt anybody, guys, but does this mean, are these double reveals for the following subsequent Mondays? Is this going to constitute what would normally be in a wave? So if you were to do, okay.
Nope. Again, there'll be a brand new wave, out there in specialty market. There'll be brand new wave out there at retail, both Walmart and Target.
Wow.
In the next few weeks. The boys have been busy. And and honestly, and I don't want to bore any of the collectors, as I know you guys get down to the nitty-gritty, but I have to in managing the business here, just tell you guys what's going on over in the Orient. There's a lot of craziness right now at the manufacturing level, at the shipping level, and that's why Mego is trying to push some decent amount of product out into the market early, because I'm telling you, I think you guys, not just with Mego product, I'm saying across the board, I think you're going to see some shortages come holiday season. That has nothing to do with anything but global economics. And like I said, I know that's boring stuff to talk about on a Saturday evening, but it's reality. They closed another one of the ports last week. They have container ships backed up all over the place. So I think you guys have a great advantage here. We have stuff that's on the water already, and it'll be out into the stores very, very soon.
That's interesting.
Yeah, very. Go ahead, Scott.
I'm sorry, Frank. I was just going to follow up with that. I know some people have asked, like with the 14-inch figures with the Frankenstein. Well, I know that's on the water. It's sitting in port right now. It's just they haven't gotten to it. They're so behind on ships, containers, but it's here. It's been here.
It's absolutely been here.
Yep.
It's absolutely been here. But like I said, it's only going to get worse as it gets to holiday season. Again, not to bore anybody, but last year, a 40-foot container coming in from China was about $4,000. Right now, this week, that same container, empty container, is $23,000.
Wow.
So, yeah, it's just absolutely crazy. So, like I said, I just want everybody aware of what's going out there in the global market, and when you see new product out there, I'd grab it up because there are going to be some lean shelves at holiday season.
Wow.
Not just toys, by the way.
Yeah, across the board.
Across the board.
Anyone who's interested, I saw just the other day, someone had a global map out, and it was red dots representing ships in port and waiting to port, and green dots representing ships in transit. And if anyone wants to visually see a representation of what Bruce was just talking about, just Google that map. It's kind of mind blowing how many ships are just sitting there trying to get to port, much less mid transport right now.
Fantastic point. You're absolutely right.
Gotcha. Yep.
You're absolutely right.
Yeah, and like Bruce said, it's with everything. It's with plywood. It's with glue.
Everything. And I would just reiterate what Bruce said. If you see them out somewhere, or if you can get a hold of them, get them while you can. Even with this Topps thing, they're going to be up. They're going to be up for pre-order Monday. Do we know exactly what time they're going to go up, Joel, on Monday?
It looks like it's going to be noon.
Noon. Is that Eastern Standard Time?
Eastern Standard.
Yeah.
Eastern Standard Time, noon. So the first two figures will be available on Topps.com, noon, Monday, Eastern Standard Time. So be on the lookout.
We'll be
And what are they?
one way or another.
What are they, Paul?
Oh, well,
Yeah, what are they?
we hadn't gotten to
Wouldn't
that
it be a
yet.
good idea to tell us? What? Sorry?
Well, actually,
Yeah, I think we can do a reveal tonight.
before we do the reveal, can we just, because you asked a question on Facebook, Joel. You remember last week?
Yep.
Somebody got it right. Somebody actually guessed it. Jason, you want to tell these people who guessed it? That's the right answer because you mentioned it to me.
Yeah.
Jason?
Oh, I saw someone on Joel's post. I think it was Seth Buckley had nailed it.
Seth?
He nailed it.
What did Seth say?
Like he had some inside information. Well, hold on a second. Oh, God, please, technology. So, what did Seth say? I'm glad you asked. Jason, here we go. Let's see what Seth said. One of the things Seth said would have been this right here.
What?
Leading out the door.
There you go.
That will be one of the ones that we will see Monday.
Big red cheese. Love it.
Wow. Looks like someone had some inside information here.
That's what I'm thinking. He was just at Eternal Con.
I think we got a spy in the
in the ring
office.
Yeah, right.
No, we got a leak.
A leak.
A leak.
So Shazam is one of the.
We'll take care of that Monday. We know how to deal with those characters.
See you Tuesday.
Well, we'll save that for a little bit later.
Yeah, we will. I'm waiting for my.
So the first one you guys saw was the 8-inch Shazam, and I do want to point out. I'm sure there's going to be some questions. That was the hand painted prototype of the Shazam figure.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
The head sculpt looks amazing, by the way. Love it.
And who did that sculpt?
Good question. Paul?
What?
I
can barely hear you.
The Shazam head. Who is the sculptor?
Andy Cavolt.
Andy Cavolt. We should have known. We should have known.
Yeah. The guy who gets things done fast.
And the guy who's got the superhero likeness down.
Who painted it?
Yeah.
Anyway,
so that was the first one. Are we ready? You ready to do the second one, Joel, or do you guys want to, or make them wait a little bit longer? Or...
No, I think that's Let's put it out there because I think there's going to be a lot of excitement behind it. And
all right,
we'll go for it.
Good, Scott. Let it rip.
Let one rip.
The next figure.
I'm just kidding.
I hope you guys like Shazam.
I love it. There's so many people have been asking for the 8-inch Shazam. It's crazy.
Yeah. Well,
first Mego I ever owned was an 8-inch Shazam.
There you go.
And when I held this in my hand,
there it is.
Second figure that would be offered on Monday.
Nice. Perfect pairing with Shazam.
That's right.
Absolutely.
Boy, are we good or what?
That stuff also done by Andy Cavolt.
Another great.
I like it a lot.
Yeah,
and
the guy.
Yeah.
For you sports fans, I'm pretty sure they were on the same team.
Yep.
Yep.
At one point.
Also, the way this is going to work, guys, is these characters will be up and available for pre-order for a week. So you'll have a week to get in, to get what you want before the next ones come on. The next ones will come on Monday, and then these are going to go away. But it's a pre-order. It's not a preset amount. So no one will lose out. If you're on there, you will get them.
Gotcha.
Come on pre-order. You'll have a week to get the order, and then the next one comes out the following week. So make sure you get what you want within that week.
Yep.
You know, Topps. We bowed to some of their judgments on this because obviously they're not as far as the product, but as far as operating the website and all, and they're planning on putting it limiting each figure to 2 per customer. As this thing launches. So again, I think it's a great idea to get in early on this thing because again, it'll only be up for a week.
Yes.
That's a great concept though, because the biggest collector gripe you hear about these online exclusives, they sell out in an hour.
Right.
And so to have, basically like we're going to make what we get ordered. That's a good compromise in my opinion anyways.
Topps has a good history doing that too.
Yeah, that's great.
They'll do those with exclusive card sets.
Okay.
Yeah, they're strong there.
I don't live in that world, so that's interesting.
Yeah.
Do we, gentlemen,
just keep in mind,
sorry.
these are exclusive items
because you've got Topps by Michael Eisner and then me and Marty Abrams, 2 titans in the industry.
No kidding, huh?
And Bruce and Joel.
And Bruce and Joel and Paul. There you go. Yeah.
And Paul.
And Paul.
I'm comic relief.
A big question coming in, guys. Does anybody have any idea what the price point of the Topps figures will be?
They will be under $20 retail.
Wow.
Okay. Well, there you go. Under the $20 retail.
And they're being sold separately, not as a 2-pack. I saw a question asked that.
Right.
Absolutely.
Separately.
Very important. Singles.
Yep. Singles. Yep.
Now, again, in true Topps fashion, these are exclusive to Topps. They will not be available anywhere again. I mean, that's it. This is a Topps exclusive.
Right. So with that,
once they're done, they're done.
With that being said, like Joel said, these 2 characters are going to be up for a week. I would, me personally, I'm going to be on there noon Eastern Standard Time ordering my 2. So I would,
Hell yeah, me too.
Get them while you can. Exactly.
I got to find an American Mule.
Brian,
I got you.
I got you too, man. If you
no, no worries. I'm not worried about it at all.
Oh, they're closing down.
They're closing it down.
Half hour.
Hey, Doc. You've been thrown out of much better places than that.
Yeah, the Death Star will be in range in 30 minutes.
Wrong franchise.
So the other thing I just want to mention is that since these are pre-order, the figures themselves will be available approximately 90 days after.
Okay.
That makes sense.
Gotcha.
That's awesome though. That is awesome.
Start emailing us a week after your order going, where's my stuff?
Where's my stuff? Exactly.
Yeah, right. Give him a little time, right? A little bit of time.
I
But
read that a week ago. Where is it?
I think the excitement here is, we thought this DC launch for the first 2 characters was great, and I don't want to let any of the excitement out beforehand. But next week you're going to see 2 figures from a whole different genre, and 2 more of the
Gorn
weekend
sold
from
out.
a whole different genre.
Sold out
So
of the Gorn.
Okay.
Now I got to ask you guys.
We're working not out
with that many figures, are you going to announce new licenses midstream here? Because that's a lot.
It's a great question. I mean, we will announce some new licenses. We're acquiring new licenses daily.
Wow.
Really daily, because the studios are coming to us. I mean, and I mean that. It's incredible. They're coming to us. They're seeing what we're doing out there. They're excited about what we do. And if the product category fits what we're doing, if it has a little bit of that retro feel to it, there's no one else to go to. We're the logical choice. So, and then within a lot of the licenses that we already own, there's just some great figures that the collectors are asking for that we haven't gotten to yet. So I think this gives us the ability to get to a lot of the excitement that especially the collectors are really looking for.
You guys certainly have a niche.
Oh yeah,
so
sure.
I've been obviously pretty close to this since it's been back, and my theory is this. I talk with Joel about this quite often, and this is an aggressive. I love it, but it's an aggressive style. It's we call it something at my job, but I can't repeat it here. It's not. But you guys are coming at it just from all angles, and I just in my mind, I think that's part Bruce, and that's got to be part Marty. But the way I look at it, it's like it's Marty's drive from the 70s, and Bruce is drive from this century here. Then it comes together, and this is what we're getting. These things. I mean, remember the Target 1, 2, and 3, Joe, and the biggest frustration then was the fact that Joe would send me a message, hey, something about Wave 2, and then 10 minutes later, you're not going to believe this. Somebody had sent him a picture of the damn figure that he just mentioned that would be coming out in a month. It's already at a Target somewhere, and there was just so much chaos. So
retail distribution is very tough to control.
But just the whole thing. Look where you're at now. It's just like, man, you guys got it coming, and it's like,
absolutely,
it's pretty far out, man. I mean, I think so.
Come a long way.
Well, it's come a long way, but it's going to go so much farther. And again,
we're still going up.
I said it when we made the Hasbro announcement. I'll say it right now. It's all because of you guys. It's really. I don't think there's too many companies out there that has such a loyal fan base and following. And I understand it's because of a lot of the work that Marty did, a lot of the work that Joel did, and that Paul and Wojo have done. But the loyal following is incredible, and it means the world to us. It gives us the inspiration to want to grow and expand. I read a couple things. I do follow the comments online, and there were a couple people that were talking about, it being all about the money. It's not all about the money. I could tell you, again, history-wise, I've been in the toy business a long time, and life has been good. There's something to be said about, a legacy, and legacy it's really cool that, that guys that collected these toys when they were much younger, stuff that Marty put out there, guys that are collecting it now, and now you're seeing some of their kids and even grandkids starting to collect. And you know, when you leave this world, I know this is all going to sound very dramatic. I don't want to sound dramatic, but when you leave this world, it's very cool to have a legacy like that, you know, and I think that's what Marty's done here. I'm just, I'm just helping getting the word out. That's all.
You're part of it now. Now, and real quick, and because another question that people are dying to ask, and it's a repetitive one: are these figures going to be on the newer bodies, or are they going to be on the current bodies?
I think that's I think it's a great question, and you know, we'll give you as transparent as of an answer as we can. For the short term, you're going to have a mix, because, you know, one factory that we're using, the factory that we've used all this time, they still have the, you know, the older body. The new factory is just getting up and running, and we are placing a lot of product through them as well. But I can't tell you exactly which ones early on are going to be the new body, the old body. But eventually, guys, once it gets out there and you guys love this new body, the new factory will be under construction and and building us the similar new body. So at a certain point, sometime in 2022, we're hoping that all the product that comes through is the new body, both the male and the new female body.
What? Awesome. Yeah. Great news.
I've actually got if anyone's interested, I've actually got a preview of the new female body.
Yes, definitely. That's exciting.
And Joel, yeah. We have to make sure that everybody is at least 21 years old before you show them.
You got the full screen, Joe.
True. All right. So keep in mind it's still in development.
Okay.
So this is not final, but I got to show it to you on my phone. So basically, you've got the female body. It'll have 3 breast sizes to go with whoever the character is, and it'll have the same amount of articulation that the male body has.
Very cool.
That's exciting.
Very cool.
Very
exciting
cool
stuff. Yeah, definitely. Very cool.
So in development, should be ready towards the end of the year, probably for spring 2022.
Gotcha.
When we'll look to start shipping the female body.
Very, very cool.
Well, that's fantastic.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
Yeah,
this has been a big evening.
Yeah,
no, it's exciting. And Joel, I don't know if you announced last, but I talk about some new product that's coming out at the retailers as well. And I know for the fall of the year, setting sometime in end of September, you'll have the new Target set, and there's going to be a brand new Gal Gadot, Wonder Woman, and the sculpt I think is absolute killer. We have a couple new Star Trek characters that haven't been done before. New Planet of the Apes, new Ultraman. Ultraman has been killer for us.
Yes.
So,
head sculpt.
There you go.
Oh wow.
There's a reveal. Wow.
Oh snap! Wait, come on now.
I'm sorry, I missed that.
Yeah.
Can you hold that? There you go, Joel. Hold that back up.
Oh wow!
That's the
That's the unrooted hairpiece. But
okay.
I have to tell you, we thought that this was going to be a hard approval through Warner Brothers, because obviously Gal Gadot is probably one of the hottest actresses out there, and in my mind, one of the most beautiful. And none of these actors or actresses are ever happy with their sculpt.
Yeah.
She passed this thing right away.
Wow.
Who did this one for us?
It looks amazing.
Yeah.
I don't know. Doc's not on.
Doc.
Yeah, he had to put his stuff away.
Doc was thrown out of the facility.
Yeah, it was.
In Vegas.
I can remember in the mid-90s, my friend had Tomb Raider, and the movie came and went because Angelina Jolie would not authorize the head sculpt. It was unbelievable.
Okay.
And and being in the toy business for as many years, we used to have all the, we did the Britney Spears doll years ago, and and a lot of the other pop stars, Spice Girls, and all. Okay. And it was really hard to capture, the essence of the entertainment. And so, when you're able to pull something off that really comes out fantastically well. And, again, thank you to all our very talented sculptors out there. I mean, everybody is a superstar in what they do, whether it's realism, whether it's horror. I think that's been a big move for Mego. The fact that we're using some different people out there that really are hugely, hugely talented, and are specialists of what they do best. And I think it shows in the product. Yeah.
And I want to give a shout out to somebody on our panel right there, Mr. Tyler Ham.
Yep.
Very talented, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
We appreciate it. He knew who I was talking about.
Yep.
I try to keep the smile down.
I see it.
Hey, listen,
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
All right.
But I mean, I'm in extraordinarily talented and very good company amongst the Mego. Everyone involved in the creative process, really.
We've got a tough question, and I'm going to ask it because I know that I'm confident that we're going to get the answer. It's been asked before, but since we got Bruce here, we're going to do a little redundancy.
No Barney Miller figures.
No Barney. No. This is a real question. What a majority of people want to know are the heads. From this point going forward, when I say this point, I mean 13 and on, are the heads and the proportions going to be, hold on a second. I'm sorry. Are the heads going to
Come on, you could say it. You could ask me.
Are the heads going to be in true scale to the 1/9 size? A couple of I know we had some factory issues, but we know why. There was some QC stuff, and I think a lot of the fans, a lot of customers, myself included, they get nervous when they hear about a great character coming out, and they wonder, because we know we only got one shot. So the nervousness comes in like, is it going to be a bulbous sculpt? Is it going to be in proportion? I mean, it's a big deal for a lot of people. It's a deal killer for a lot of people. And I've seen people get probably unnecessarily upset, but nonetheless, I understand.
Well, I think it's a very legitimate question, and I'll tell you what we're doing. Firstly, you're talking about the Mego company, Marty Abrams. If your product's not going to have big heads, what's that all about? Anyhow, I'm just teasing.
There were a couple of issues, and I will tell you that in normal times, I would be sitting in that factory once a month, going over QC, going through everything in detail, but we got hit with this COVID thing. We haven't been able to go to China for, a couple of years now.
Yeah.
So, there was a little bit of a learning curve on how to get them to give us the right products and, make sure that they came in right. Sometimes it's hard to check scales on a photograph or a Zoom call, things like that. But I think we've pretty much nailed it now. I think we're on a good path. I think everyone understands, and I think we're good now, Scott.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's a great question. Agreeing with Joel. Joel and I are on Zoom calls in the factory in China every night till 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning. And I live my life over in China, for 35 years. It is hard right now. Everybody's doing it. You can't be there. If we wanted to go, we couldn't. So, but I think we've got a good rhythm now where we are getting in, the prototype samples in time to be able to approve them, make changes. We were running at 100 miles a minute with our hair on fire, for the last year or so. And we appreciate the comments from you guys because, it keeps it real for us. and what's important to the collectors. And so I will say and commit, we're doing better, and you'll see a lot less, hopefully none of that going forward.
And one last thing, follow up, and then I'll stop because I got something to tell all of you guys about. The also other general consensus question, we are talking about 8-inch figures, because some people, when you said Gal Gadot, you weren't talking 14-inch, you meant 8-inch.
Well, for this one, for this particular one, it's an 8-inch figure,
right?
But in the Topps rollout of product, the first couple months are what's on the docket is 8-inch figures, but they definitely want to have 14-inch figures on there, and so we have quite a few of those in the planning going forward as well.
Very cool.
Now, if I could, and I'll stop doing this, I promise. If I could segue, part of this hobby, we've there's certain people that come and go, and there's some of us that have been here forever, and they're just all good. There's just no bad in them. And one of them in particular is a good friend of ours, Michael Conlon. He actually, awesome. He actually has his own show in Rhode Island. I'm not sure if Mego's attending this year or not, but he's also the owner of the Batmobile that Marty was featured in when they came back. And he's got a little promo piece that he wants to, that I'm going to show. But I'm going to bring him on because he definitely wants to say hello to everybody here, and he's waiting, and he's got some stuff to tell you about. Mike, hey buddy, you're on.
Hello guys.
Hey Mike. What's up, brother? How you doing?
Hey Mike.
Your audio, Mike.
I figured I'd do it in here.
Okay, your audio is pretty bad.
Can't hear you, Mike.
You guys too.
Your audio is really.
My audio is what?
Choppy. Your audio is really bad.
I don't know.
Why don't we?
You're gonna need to get on another device, Michael. You can't. You're like.
Mike, why don't we try another device, and we'll try and bring you back on in a couple minutes. What do you think, Scott?
Get back on your phone. No, man. It's you're on that laptop?
Let me see.
Is that laptop?
No, I can't really hear you guys too much.
Right.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Are you on the laptop?
Hey Scott, why don't we segue into something else? Maybe we can mess with Mike and get him back on in a few minutes. Okay.
I'll send him.
Yeah.
That's too bad. I hope
send him a message, man.
Yeah, send him a message and tell him to change devices, and we'll try and get him back on. But Mike actually, at last year's Rhode Island Comic Con, he actually brought his 1966 Batmobile. Was set up there, or maybe the one before that. But I know he was in talks, possibly bringing it to this year's Rhode Island Comic Con. As far as we go, I think we're still planning on going, depending, how things play out. So fingers crossed with that. But
let me show you the.
Oh man, I love Mike.
He's a good dude, man.
Yeah, he's been at the museum forever. He's sweet, wonderful guy.
Absolutely.
Hey guys, just a quick shout out to Matt Ledbetter's 6-year-old son. Happy birthday.
Oh, happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Matt.
Yeah, man. Matt's a good dude. Yeah, for sure. Absolutely.
Your 6-year-old.
Nice. Scott, were you able to message Mike and tell him to try another device?
I did, and I think he's working on that. But in the meantime, I think, let me see if I can do this. I'll tell you what, while I'm trying to do this, you guys go ahead with the conversation.
Sure.
You know what? I'm just gonna cut in for 2 seconds.
Go ahead. Yeah, Brian.
Mention that Tyler is actually the author of an article in the new magazine, new issue of Toy Adventures, and I've actually been noodling with it. So for a few, I don't think Tyler's seen this, but this is.
I haven't seen any of it.
Yeah, this is the article I'm working on right now.
Ah, that looks great.
Yeah, it's about a toy line called Graveyard Gang, Thriller Graveyard Gang, which a company called Palco, which Tyler has figured out is a shell company.
Yeah, lives right next to me.
sued by Michael Jackson, and
very cool.
I've been really grateful for this piece because it really made me push the 80s thing.
Yeah.
And I didn't know, well, what does that, like my co-editor, Corey, was like, no, this has to be like full-blown 80s. And I was like, I don't know what that means.
Right.
So that journey was really exciting for me. And I've just been really, I'm very happy with this piece. And there'll be more on this much later. But
I was so excited that you wanted it.
Oh, yeah, no, it was so perfect. It was absolutely so perfect. And now, like I was going through the proofs with my wife, and she's like, God, these toys are horrible. And I was like, yeah, I've been searching eBay every night.
But that's what makes it so great, though, right?
Horrible.
That's what makes
it
so
delightfully horrible.
They're so charmingly bad.
Right?
They are.
Yeah. Yeah. So this is really great. And this is very serendipitous that we're here together right now, because I don't think we've ever actually spoken.
Oh, wow.
I know. We've emailed and Facebook chatted before. But that's not ever word to word.
And then the other thing I'm working on right now is that the issue 5 of Toy Ventures is all about Marty's journey with Planet of the Apes, and this is
awesome.
part one of like a 7-part series, and it's going to get really deep. But
awesome!
I can't show you guys some very tertiary work I'm doing on it right this very minute. This is we're doing obviously a page about Mego's return, and that's
awesome.
Some lovely Jason Seville photography that we're doing.
Very cool.
And I'll just kind of zoom up here, and this is my favorite thing I've done so far, which is this is the intro piece, and of course it's Marty on the float.
Very cool.
Yeah, and it's an absolutely amazing interview.
Awesome.
It was one of my favorite things I have done in my career, and there's some really fun anecdotes in this one. And of course, we're talking about apes.
Yeah.
Past, present, and the amazing future. So,
very cool. Brian, when does that go on sale? When does that issue go on sale?
It goes on sale this month.
Okay.
Probably at the end of the month. I'm waiting for how I always do a Goofy premium.
Okay.
Factory in China. It'll be here next week, and
gotcha.
It'll be in comic stores end of September.
End of September. Okay.
Yeah, but if you want the Goofy premium, you don't know what it is, you got to order it through me. So. And
I would tell you right now, if you guys haven't checked out Toy Ventures, do yourself a favor and check it out. It's a great magazine. If you love the toy magazines from the 80s and the 90s, you'll love this magazine. So
thanks. Great.
Yeah, definitely. Cool stuff.
This is gonna be a fun issue.
Very cool.
Yeah, and very Mego heavy.
Awesome.
Toy Ventures is the best of its kind that's out there, guys.
There's no other toy magazines out there.
Well, there you go.
Take advantage of the marketplace. Take advantage.
I rest my case.
Take advantage for sure.
So I am going to show real quick while Mike's he's definitely having audio issues, guys.
Okay.
But this is what he was trying to bring out, and just give me 1 second.
Okay.
I had it lined up. See, you gotta be prepared for all the good and all the bad, So this is what it is.
Okay.
Which should be playing now, and why is it not?
3, 2, 1.
Trying.
Nothing. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry, because it's in the wrong spot. Anyway, so here it is.
The New England Toy and Comic Show is Sunday, September 26th, 9 till 4 at the Ramada Inn, Route 44, Seekonk. Dozens of vendors, characters, plus the Batmobile, Herbie the Love Bug, Jurassic Park, and Ghostbusters vehicles, plus the Back to the Future DeLorean. See displays from Mego, Hot Wheels, Matchbox, comic books, Johnny Lightning, G.I. Joe, and Barbie. Plus modern and vintage toys galore. Admission just $3 with raffles every hour. Sunday, September 26th, Ramada Inn, Seekonk, a Conlon production.
Mike. Try to get back on your phone.
Very cool.
And that was it.
That's great.
That's great.
I'm so happy Mike's doing shows. That's awesome. And I think his brother's a hardcore collector too.
Richard.
Yeah. So that's amazing. That's just fantastic.
Yeah, Mike's a great guy for sure. Yeah, absolutely.
But Mike has helped every Mego meet he's ever been at, and it's just been. And for years at Mego meet, he was actually He was actually the first guy I'd see. He was at the door, and we joked that you're the Mego meet greeter, and it really helped. Like it's nice to see a friendly face when you walk in a door.
Oh, for sure, absolutely.
All right.
So, Bruce, question for you. While we have we're going to take advantage of you being on tonight. So, what are you?
Hey,
if you
wouldn't be the first time I've been taken advantage of. Go ahead.
Okay, so as far as you might not even be able to put this into context, but what are you most excited for as far as the future with Mego? Are you able to verbalize any of that, or is that too of a narrow question for you?
It actually is a narrow question. There's so many things happening on so many different levels right now. I just think with the distribution that we have out there now, and the international, I'm so excited about this international distribution. 2 years ago we said, is Mego product really going to translate in Spain? Is it going to translate in Australia? Is it, certainly, is it going to translate in China? And it's just, to me, the most incredible thing that, that there are Mego collectors all over the world, and they're strong. It's not a few. We're doing huge business in the UK, Australia, just fantastic. And they're having their issues over there now,
Right.
I mean, when we talk international, not most countries are not doing as well as the United States is with this COVID situation. And, the retail business is hurting, and yet we're thriving. So to me, that's the most exciting, that we're not just a localized, a North American type collector line, that we really can reach for the stars. And I think that will bring us, again, additional properties,
right?
International properties.
Okay, that's exciting.
So, that's what I would say for right now.
Okay, that's awesome. I can tell you, just from a social media standpoint, just even outside the United States, the response has just been tremendous. It's been overwhelming, just how Mego is received and how the product is received across all the different characters and all the different franchises. So it's great stuff for sure. Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. Speaking of cons, speaking of live appearances, we're firm believers that the more you do, the more you show up, the more they will show up. What's the current itinerary for the next, 4 or 5 months as far as appearances?
Well, I'll jump in if you guys want me to. I think the next one, we just finished up Eternal Con last weekend. Paul and Joel were out at Las Vegas this week for the Trek Con. I think the next one that Paul and I were talking about, it looks like the Rhode Island Comic Con would be the next one for the remainder, the next one for this year. I don't think right now beyond that any concrete plans, but we're always, checking out to see what's on the horizon. And, we love getting out there, meeting and greeting with the fans and talking Mego, and, getting that immediate response from the figures and what people think. So it's just a great time. We're blessed to be able to do that again. So,
yeah, I mean, if New York was, was going to be running live, we would certainly be there. Listen, I can tell you, and just as a follow-up answer to, the excitement, Marty is so energized by everything that's happening. I've known Marty. I've been close friends with Marty for 35 years, and he's like a little kid right now. I mean, he is so energized by what you guys are, doing out there and the support that you're throwing him, and he just wants to be out everywhere. We have to tie him down. I mean, he wants to make, whatever appearances he can. He wants to get out and shake hands with everybody. And that's exciting because, it's just, it's like a new lease on life, just to see him being like a kid, he's like a kid. It's great.
Yeah.
That's wonderful.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, I can tell you just from the last weekend at Eternal Con when Marty did show up, the man still steals the show. He is the man as far as when that goes. Just, the excitement he generates, the buzz he generates just from being there. The people just come over. It's just exciting to be around him when he's at those, conventions and shows.
But
so
I just want to let you know, what a good husband Marty Abrams is as well, because we all love the beard, right? I mean,
yes, the beard was awesome. It was awesome.
I have my little tight one. It was one of the greatest beards of all time, next to Moses, I think. Anyhow, Carol, his wife, it was her birthday, and Carol wasn't as crazy about the beard as we were. So when he asked her, Carol, what would you like for your birthday? It was a big birthday. What would you like? Jewelry, this, and this. She goes, Marty, I want you to shave off the beard. And you know something? He shaved it off.
He did.
He shaved it off.
Yeah.
So
that is funny.
Yeah.
So now he's going to it back for next birthday.
There you go.
Yeah.
So did he save it?
He shaved it.
No, did he save it?
Save it. No.
Between the beard and his hair, he could hook up everybody at a bald man's convention. I mean, he is prolific when it comes to his follicles.
I am personally envious. Yes.
We can root a few heads with that.
Opportunity possibly lost, gentlemen, because when that Marty figure is made, it should have been flocked with real Marty hair. That would have been right up there.
Right.
I liked when you were they were showing the previews of the exclusive Rocky in the sweatshirt, and they showed the silhouette, and you saw the head, and there was the what turned out to be the hoodie, but it was all bunched up around the sides, and everyone was going, "It's Marty! It's a Marty figure."
Yeah.
That would be a cool idea for a con exclusive or something like that, though. Just keep that in the back of our minds.
The beard, the beard could be the con exclusive.
There you go.
Joel, should we announce the fact that we were putting a little piece of Marty's hair in, one out of every 1,000 figures that we do?
Save that announcement until next week.
Oh, okay.
Never
mind. You didn't hear from it.
You didn't hear that. You didn't hear it. That's great stuff.
So guys, I've got something here to show. I think it's pretty cool.
Okay.
The G.I. Joe characters.
Yes.
We're getting first shot production of the lines.
Okay.
And just got a package in the other day. I just got it now because I was at the convention. But this is so. These are the new bodies.
Okay.
Oh wow!
I was going through the articulation. I mean, the articulation on these are ridiculous. From the feet. So you've got let's see if I can.
Right. Okay.
And turns around. I mean, everything is fully articulated.
Oh wow.
To obviously the hip.
Oh wow! Okay.
To the hands, which rotate as well as bend.
Wow.
To the arms, which rotate as well as bend.
That's huge, right there, Joel. The swivel.
Rotate as well as bend. I mean, the articulation on these is absolutely fantastic. And by the way, I took so this is actually Snake Eye's body. Well, it's not final, obviously, but I took his Uzi, and I was able to put it in his hand. That it fits in his hand perfectly.
Freeze frame that.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Freeze frame that.
Yep. So there you go. So
was there ever any doubt, Joel? Come on. Yep, it looks perfect.
Never any holding it perfectly.
There you go.
So you're saying that it's a swivel arm too?
Yes.
It's a swivel arm, absolutely. So check these guys. I mean, if you haven't gotten your G.I. Joes yet,
I told
go
you.
into Pulse. They're there. Go check them out. The bodies are fantastic. The accessories. Whoops, upside down.
There you go. Storm Shadow's backpack. Yep.
Are just absolutely.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
There you go.
Very nice. Very nice.
And those are those are pre-production. Is that right, Joel?
These are all pre-production.
Yeah, that's all.
You know, the amount of accessories they come with. Sorry, that is Storm Shadow.
That's
Shadow,
all, this is all
Hey,
Tyler
Joel.
Hand, correct?
Hey, Joel.
Yeah.
Joel, did you get back from the show? Do you have the comp packaging? Because no one's seen that before, and it's very.
They have the comp packaging. No, they have. We've previewed it. Absolutely.
All right. You know, the comp packaging is great. I have to tell you, for the first collaboration out there between company like Hasbro and Mego, with the new body, with everything, I mean, I got to believe that this item is going to be gone very, very quickly.
It better be.
I think whoever hasn't gotten them, yet really has got to jump on this thing now, because this is truly a collector's item.
And again, that's at HasbroPulse.com. If you haven't pre-ordered your set yet, do it now. You want to get them while you can.
Look at that. Look at that. Very nice.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
Very nice.
really cool. Storm
Very
Shadow.
cool. Very cool.
Let's see. This is what I'm talking about.
Very, very cool.
I mean, I know I'm showing you parts, but you guys do appreciate them.
Oh yeah,
Absolutely we do. Absolutely. I got
very
got a
cool.
little slideshow.
Yes.
That we'll check out eventually.
Look at that backpack.
Wow. Look at
awesome.
that. So now these were designed by who actually did the first of these, Frank?
As far as actually, Tyler and I, we collaborated.
That's the name that I was looking for.
Tyler Hand. There it is. We're both huge,
Wait.
both huge G.I. Joe fans. So I can
Wait.
tell you, we were pretty
Say-
much finishing each other's sentences as we were doing this. So
Say it again. What was that name again?
Mr. Tyler Ham.
There you go. I wanted to.
Yes. There it is.
Well, this is the first time I've seen a lot of those too. So I was like really close up to the monitor, like trying not to yell too loud. Like, oh, let me see it again, closer.
Right, right. I can tell you, for those G.I. Joe fans, we were like Zaymot and Tomax. So there you go.
That is so true.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
that was
get that
one of the best collaborations I've ever had making anything.
Yes.
That worked so well.
Absolutely.
And I love the swivel arm. I love that we're getting swivel arms
so
on the
basically,
Joes.
the figure can hold any type of weapon or accessory. But yeah, and Snake Eyes will have an all black body too, black hands. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
So-
Again, these are just. Oops, very wrong. Yep. No, that's fine.
But it like Bruce and Joel both said, get them while you can. They're going. So Hasbro Pulse.
Yep.
My mom even had me order her a set.
Awesome. There you go.
Awesome.
She said she's going to put them on her fireplace mantle.
Well, she better get a bigger fireplace eventually. That's just the first of many.
Yeah, right. Well, right. They look amazing. And Scott, you said you had some pics to show?
I do, man. I certainly do. So
let's run them.
Well, let's see how this works, because I put this together as soon as I got them tonight. So
there you go. Very cool. Look at that wrist.
Oh,
Look at that, Tyler.
Awesome.
Fits so nicely. Looks so good. I feel so weird saying something I worked on looks so good, but it's such a group effort. It looks fantastic.
It looks
Each
amazing.
and every accessory is unique, clean. I mean, just beautiful.
So what I'm going to do, gentlemen, is we're going to look at a quick presentation. If I can get it to stop for a second, so I can get it to adjust while I check on the slideshow. This will be a few minutes of something that Jason created, of course. Oh, I'm sorry, I got the wrong one. My apologies.
And Tyler, we'll see if you get the references, sir. We'll see if the fans out there get the references.
Okay, so and
exciting stuff for sure. And I can tell you the fan reception at the convention with the prototypes that we had there, which is simply amazing. They actually loved the figures. The response was fantastic.
Yo, Joe!
damn it.
Fight for freedom wherever there's trouble. G.I. Joe is there. G.I. Joe. American hero. G.I. Joe is there. It's G.I. Joe against Cobra and Destro, fighting to save the day. He never gives up.
I would have started that over. I'm sorry. There you go.
Yo, Joe! He'll fight for freedom wherever there's trouble. G.I. Joe is there. G.I. Joe, American hero. G.I. Joe is there. It's G.I. Joe against Cobra and Destro, fighting to save the day. He never gives up. He's always there, fighting for freedom over land and air. G.I. Joe, American hero. G.I. Joe is there.
G.I. Joe is the code name for America's daring, highly trained Special Mission Force. Its purpose, to defend human freedom against Cobra, a ruthless organization determined to rule the world.
He never gives up, he'll stay till the fight's won. G.I. Joe will dare. G.I. Joe, American hero. G.I. Joe.
All right. Hey, Scott,
Yeah, I will.
question for you. If that doesn't get you all juiced up for G.I. Joe, man, I'm telling you. But hey, Jason also did a couple of new picks. Do we have those as well?
We do.
Let's take a look at
We
those.
use the Hasbro picks for the slideshow, but
Yes.
these are the ones we used with our prototypes. Yeah.
Yes. Yep. And Jason, you did a fantastic job on that, sir.
It was all your idea, my friend. Your idea.
Well, I'll tell you what. Why don't you guys go ahead and I'm going to get those. I'll pull those up in a minute.
Yep, absolutely. But
So,
again,
I mean, bottom
ahead,
line is, if you see what's going on with G.I. Joe, the Hasbro Pulse relationship is very strong. And we're actually working on our next characters with them. I'm not going to reveal anything at this point. I can't. But there's more to come.
Gotcha. That's exciting stuff.
Yep.
Absolutely.
I can tell you.
Can we Bruce's mic, please?
I don't
Oops,
know
we've lost Bruce. What happened?
What, Bruce? We cannot hear you.
No,
Bad
I
reception there.
Yeah, I don't know where that button is. So
Yeah, right. Right.
Yeah.
But there's just so much buzz, so much excitement, just with Mego in general. I mean, just the fans at the con. I mean, just the things we on social media. I mean, we've got collectors, we got fans, we've got celebrities into this stuff. We've got just it's crazy how this has just exploded. We started talking. There's so many. I don't want to name drop, but there's so many people out there that are into Mego. It's just unbelievable. It's just crazy. It just transcends everything. So it's an exciting time. Yep.
It's a lot of fun.
Yeah. Just I'm giddy. So there you go.
Also, it's going to take me a minute to pull those up. They didn't. The resolution didn't come out the way it was supposed to, so I got to resize it. So as I'm doing that, if we go to our itinerary, if we go to page 4, I'm kidding. There's no page 4, but also
PowerPoint presentation.
That's right, the PowerPoint presentation. Did we, Frank, about were you thinking about doing anything tonight of what you talked about earlier? I'm sorry, I can't get into. I should probably.
I think I don't know if Joel, if you're ready to do this. I think we had something that we had done at the Eternal Con that we were talking about.
Yep.
Giving away tonight.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're going to give away tonight.
We do.
Phenomenal giveaway.
Phenomenal. And I think that giveaway is a 14-inch Shazam signed by Jackson Bostwick, who actually.
That's awesome.
Oh, wow.
Yes. So that was one of my missions at Eternal Con to get that signed, and that we accomplished that. And I think we're going to give that away.
I'm going to go into the audience.
Yeah. So, I don't know if you guys want to do that now, Scott, or, you want to say that to the very end. But that is going to be the giveaway for this evening, and it's a gorgeous figure on its own right.
Yeah.
But again, getting Jackson Bostwick to sign it was so cool to meet him. So he's
our Shazam.
Yes,
right.
yes,
Yeah,
he is. Yes, he is. So exciting stuff. Very exciting. And I can tell you the feedback and the reception on the 14-inch. We had 2 Shazams just to show there. People just fell in love with the figure. So very good.
Absolutely. At the Star Trek convention as well.
Yes.
Everyone was going nuts.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Very, very cool. Very cool.
Great response.
Yep, for sure. So Scott, you want to share these pictures? You ready for that?
Well,
okay. Well, we can dive into some other topics here. So Tyler, whenever we have somebody on for the first time, I always ask them 2 questions.
Hazing.
Your first Mego memory,
mm-hmm.
and then actually your favorite Mego figure.
My first Mego memory. So it's funny. So Mego wasn't as much a part of my childhood. I was born in '77, and so by the time I got to like toy age, it was mostly like GI Joes and things. But I always had, and I wish I knew where I got it, but I always had a vintage Mego Hulk.
Okay.
And it was just like, it was just always there though. It was like I was just like born with it.
Yeah.
Like it was just, like
I know. Yeah,
I don't know where it came from, and I don't know where it went.
Right.
But it is there throughout the entirety of my childhood play experience.
Gotcha.
And so that would definitely be my earliest.
Okay.
And I mean, that was probably, when I started to become, conscious of toys. So, probably 4 or 5.
Okay.
And my favorite Mego figure, it's so hard.
It is. Believe me, I know.
I'm actually
picking a kid.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. I mean, I want to say like I just love the classic Spider-Man because it just feels like it's such a great representation of superhero fandom of that time.
Yep.
Like there's almost like a bit of I'm trying to find the right word. Like innocence in the sculpt, and just the cloth outfit has an innocence, and it's like today, like you go and buy like a Hot Toys Spider-Man, you're buying a statue.
Correct.
This is a perfect representation of a kid's item at that time that someone would just, that a 6-year-old would get at Christmas and play with until it fell apart and beg their parents to go buy a new one.
Yes.
Like it's got this, it is so much more than the sum of its parts.
It is.
Yeah. You know what,
and so,
Tyler, you share that with Alex Ross because I'm working with him right now on something, and I can quote him right now. The quintessential Mego is the 8-inch Spider-Man, only because he represents what they did in both crude simplicity and beauty.
Yes.
Yes. He's more eloquent than I am, but that was what I wanted to say.
Yeah. Very cool.
What you guys think alike?
Yes, very cool. It's that Mego, that Mego aesthetic. It's just perfection. You know what I mean? And
it is. It is.
And it's still carried through today too. So absolutely. So I do have something I want to show you guys. I know we've seen it before, but I just got in the first 5 14-inch figures, the newer figures, and I just want to show you the articulation on these things. If you haven't held one in your hand yet, I mean, this thing is just—it's amazing. I mean,
I haven't gotten to hold one yet either.
The elbow, it's got the swivel, the wrists, the hands.
Joel was kind enough to send me a few for Minto.
You can change the hands out. It's got the articulation on the knees. I mean, this thing is just amazing.
That new body is
like
I like the old body, but this new one is way.
It's tremendous. It's just
got that universal feel to it. Like it looks good on Kirk. It looks good on. Superman.
Absolutely, absolutely. Yeah. It certainly does. All right, so we'll switch over real quick. Scott's got those pictures going that Jason put together for us. So there's that.
I couldn't get them any bigger than this, guys. Sorry.
That's okay. I'll be sharing them on social media here very soon too. But you'll see that picture of Snake Eyes. I mean, that thing is just so incredibly cool. The way Jason did
looks so good. Jason, your photography. I mean, I want you to just photograph everything. Like just spend a week over here and just photograph everything around me, like and just everything I own.
I'm telling you, if you have a little garage, I will come stay with you for a while.
Play me, hey man,
you need an apartment above your garage.
There you go.
Can you imagine?
It's so good.
Yes.
Jason's wedding pics.
Exactly.
The backgrounds, the sets, Jason.
The sets are so great, and I asked Jason how he did them.
5 minutes. He builds them. He builds
them.
That's
a shock. So where did you get that?
It is.
Yeah, he's like, oh, I threw it together.
Dude, you are so talented, sir. That is amazing.
It's so good. These are great.
These are tremendous, man.
So I would have to light something on fire to do that.
Yeah.
So my thing is with this software, Jason, I'm talking about, or with this upgrade. So what I want to do is I want to get, so we have the capability of doing, what the hell are those things called? Man, what are they? Right, what the ViewMaster. So
yeah.
3D,
yeah.
Right. There you go. Check that out.
I think you can do custom ViewMasters now.
Right, but what I'm saying is exactly. So that's one of the things that this will be capable of. We'll make our own ViewMasters.
Oh yeah, I would love to do that as a Toy Ventures premium.
That's awesome.
That'd be very cool.
Oh, that would be awesome.
Very cool.
Wow.
Yep.
Very cool.
Nice.
I just saw a comment that said Jason is the, what was it? The Joseph something said
MacGyver?
Something like that. Yeah, it was cool. Look at that. Again, if you haven't
ordered a hot glue gun, look out.
There you go. Check that out. That's so cool.
You know, times I've
he asked Jason how he did it. He's like, "Oh yeah, I took an ice cream stick and I did this."
Yeah.
Wait,
it looks like it was done on location.
Yeah, that picture there is just so.
I love that. I mean, that's
you know what that's from, right, Tyler?
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's the silent issue.
Yes. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's so fun. Like, look at. I mean, I've shown these on the Facebook group, but it's like where we started,
right,
and where we are. You know,
very cool. And just again, if you guys haven't ordered your set yet, go to Hasbro Pulse, get it while you can.
I gotta tell you guys,
you're not
gonna
miss out on
it. When you speak to Marty, he is so proud of this. You know, these two figures. I mean. It's Mego, but you know they went above and beyond on this, and even if it was just to get these new bodies. I mean, when you talk about a collectible piece, I'll say it again: the first collaboration between Hasbro and Mego, on one of the most iconic brands, G.I. Joe, brand new bodies. First time. This is the first item that will ship using that new body. I asked them the other day, how many pieces they had left from what they originally ordered, and I would just say if anybody wants something special for holiday, they really should get this.
Yes.
Oh, that's encouraging.
Yes.
Wow. Bruce, I got a question for you.
Sure.
What is what's your thing, man? What's your favorite of when it comes to this type of stuff? When it comes to the action figures and
honestly, guys,
Bruce is waiting for Tiger Woods. Okay.
Yeah, I'm a bit of a golf nut. No, I don't have anyone honestly in particular. I'm not nearly the collector buff that you guys are. I will tell you one of my early ventures. It was a company I told you guys. I was one of the founders of Jack Specific, and wrestling was kind of on its way out at the time. And Jack Friedman and I went up to Connecticut, and we sat down with Vince and Linda McMahon, and we said, hey, you know what? Give us a shot. We're gonna, we're starting this new company. We're gonna take it public, and they did. And I thought, we certainly brought back the collectability of wrestling figures. So, so I've been a little bit a fan of the WWE wrestling figures for the last many years because I was, very involved in it. But, like you guys, everybody collects something. I collect golf clubs these days. So.
Oh, cool.
Very, very cool.
Anyhow.
Yep. So we're gonna we've been on for an hour and a half now. I want to get you off the full screen. Sorry about that.
There you go.
We wanted to we usually like to go around the table and get everybody's final thoughts and stuff like that. But before we do that, once again, I just have to give a shout out to Mike. I mean, he tried his best to get on.
Yeah, I'm really disappointed personally about that because
it just wasn't going to happen.
Yeah.
But
let's make sure we get him on in the future, Scott.
Right. Out of respect, though, I'm going to run his spot just one more time because this is probably where you guys are going to be at.
The New England Toy and Comic Show is Sunday, September 26th, 9 till 4 at the Ramada Inn, Route 44 Seekonk. Dozens of vendors, characters, plus the Batmobile, Herbie the Love Bug, Jurassic Park, and Ghostbusters vehicles, plus the Back to the Future DeLorean. See displays for Mego, Hot Wheels, Matchbox, comic books, Johnny Lightning, G.I. Joe, and Barbie. Plus modern and vintage toys galore, admission just $3 with raffles every hour. Sunday, September 26th, Ramada Inn, Seekonk, a Conlin production.
Very cool.
Yep, I agree.
Very cool.
Let's all go.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
I wish I could.
Actually,
we're going.
I'm gonna. I don't know. It's close. Well, that's too close. But next year, I'll be with you guys at all this junk next year.
That's my son's 19th birthday, so I will be at a bar buying him a drink. So.
Oh, nice. Hey,
I'm telling you, we'll all go and we'll form a
gang.
Just a big car entourage going up 95, from New York up to Rhode Island.
There you go.
And we'll have Marty in the car and we'll stop at every service station along the way. So.
No one said anything about my studio. This is a 2-week-old house.
Nobody did.
Very cool, man.
Yeah, it's kind of
congrats on the new house, man.
Yes, congrats.
Congratulations.
It's a little dark in there, to be fair.
Well, that's because the more light you see of me, the lesser I look, or something like that. But,
Gotcha.
That's fantastic. Good luck. Good luck in the new house.
Absolutely.
Well, I mean, we're here now. Just as long as the walls stay up, we're good. So let's go around the room and let's get our final thoughts. I did send Mr. Katz. I sent you a follow-up email. Yeah, I don't know if you received that.
To give away for us.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
The giveaway.
Yes, we do. Okay. So what do you want to do, Scott? You want to do it like we did last time? Just pick a number and then come up with the word and just do it that way?
Man, I think this is a little bit. This is out of my league, man. This is a big ticket item, so.
Well, let's not over-engineer it. That's all. That's all.
That's what I'm saying. I don't.
So
I don't want to be responsible for.
Let's just if you can man the comments, we'll just pick a number.
Oh yeah. Well, exactly. So the way it works is this. Just for anybody out there, the easiest way to do this, and I'm going to show you. I am watching the broadcast via my iPad. So this is my time. It doesn't. So. We're going to pick a number, and when that number comes in other words, well, wait a minute now. So how do we do this? I just went blank.
We'll just pick the number, and then we'll come up with the key phrase, and whoever's the number with the key phrase actually would be the winner.
That's right. Sorry, Frank. You said pick a number. I'm like, okay, that's great.
Yeah. So Joel, I'm gonna let you pick a number, Joel. Well, you know what? Let's get Bruce because Bruce has this. We'll go with Bruce.
Yeah.
Pick a number. Pick a number one through what? 1 through 35.
Number 13.
There you go.
Okay. So
And
number
number lucky 13. And the phrase, Joel, what do you want the phrase to be?
Make mine Mego.
There you go. 13th person to type in the comments, make mine Mego.
starting right now. Go.
Go.
13th person wins an autographed 14-inch Shazam.
Shazam.
All right. Nothing's
All right.
happening.
It's
10 out of
going.
green, 1.
Three,
Mego Matt,
four.
number 2.
Whoa.
Adam Odell, 4, 5.
That's coming in.
6, 7. Facebook user. I don't know who Facebook
That's
user
exciting.
is. 9, 10. 11, 12. 13. Make 13. Make my Mego, but I have no idea who it is, guys. Oh,
There it is.
yep. Sega Sync. 13. Make my Mego.
And what was that again, Scott?
Gentleman's name is. Wait a minute.
Okay.
Oh, nope.
Technology.
Don't you love it? You gotta love it.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
There it is. There it is. Sega Sync, right?
Yep.
That's
Okay.
it.
Sega Sync. You can actually, if you want to contact me, you can contact me via Facebook Messenger at Frank Wojo. I'll get your information and we'll get this out to you, sir. Congratulations.
All right. Well
There
done.
it is.
Well done.
Very cool. Congratulations. It's an awesome item. Absolutely.
Yeah, man. Those things come in quick.
Yeah, they do.
They stacked on top of each other. I had to.
And you know what? Bruce took it easy on you. He picked number 13.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, that's actually pretty great.
They
Yeah.
like picking. They pick high numbers because they like to see me get frantic. But that's
Like,
all
yeah.
right.
Yeah.
That's
Very
all right.
cool.
All right. Let's go around the room and let's wrap it up. And
Yep. Let's start with Jason, Mr. Jason Seville. What you got, sir?
I just want to tell everyone, you really need to put these pre-orders in for the Hasbro G.I. Joes. Held them in my hands. Oh my God, they're amazing. And if you only knew what's coming up at Topps, you're going to be on that refresh button every Monday. Mego Mondays. Do not forget this. You are not going to want to lose out.
Yes.
And thank you, Bruce and Joel and Paul and Marty, for making some of the best deals in the world to get these Megos everywhere, worldwide.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I
Thank
have
you,
a little
sir.
crazy tirade tonight.
Well said. Well said. Tyler, how about you, sir? Thank you for joining us. First off, thank you.
Thanks,
Thank you so much for having me here. I mean, I just feel like I'm the kid, that's I'm just grateful to be able to play in the sandbox with everyone.
you part of the team.
I'm with you, sir.
Yeah, thank you.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Brian?
Oh, this has been something I've dreamt of all my life. And this is crazy. This is a wonderful madness. So I'm very happy to see the format back. I never would have imagined it. I can say that, like Robin would have imagined this. We never thought it would come. We thought it would be a niche and a small thing, but to see like 2 new figures every Monday morning, well, that's
Crazy.
beyond.
You said it.
It's on the
Yes.
pale. Like it's just,
We may need some help.
yeah, it's more than I ever anticipated or dreamed of, and you can't quantify that. It's just exciting, and I may not like everything that comes out, but oh my God, to have an embarrassment of riches of choices is in of itself an exciting thing. So
Absolutely.
I'm going to be tomorrow at the Burlington Toy Convention just outside of Toronto. If anyone's watching the South Central Ontario area, the first show I've done, I'm going to bring lots of Mego figures, old and new, and I would love to talk to you folks. It's been far too long since I've been in a public place talking about toys. So
Yes.
very good. I hope some folks show up, and this is wonderful. I had no idea.
Very cool. And then
Yeah.
Toy Ventures issue, was it issue 5?
Issue 5 is end of the month, and there will be a big announcement from me this week regarding the content of the issue and the pre-order freebie. which is the goofiest thing I've ever done. That's
Amazing.
all I'm going to say.
Very cool. Very cool. Thank you, Brian. How about you, Scott?
Well, I just want to say, kind of go along with what. First of all, for Brian, congratulations on the Burlington thing tomorrow. I wish, look, if it was in driving distance, I'd go just to go, But that's exciting, and I know you got to be excited about it being cooped up, for that issue 5 as well. Let's talk about this Monday thing. 2 figures every Monday. That's literally like Mego grabbing you by the shirt and slapping you. Here's your figures. 2 brand new figures every Monday. That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's amazing. And one thing I did want to add real quick. I'm assuming, Joel, are we gonna hint what the figures are, like the weekend before, to build up the?
Yeah, I think we can do reveals and we'll do hints. And absolutely.
Good. So every week, guys, we're gonna probably pop in and do a little something. Tyler, it's good meeting you, man, face to face.
It's great meeting you too.
Bruce, it's good to finally talk to you for a little bit.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Joel and Frank, we will be doing a shop talk probably next week. Seeing as how probably next Saturday, seeing as how we have something to talk about.
For sure.
Out to Roberta, because I haven't been able to message her. I definitely want her back on.
Okay.
And shop talk, what that is, it's pretty much this, but we get in a little bit more technical. The shipping containers and all that stuff. That's a great
stuff for sure.
Absolutely. And that's pretty much all I got. Thanks, everybody.
I'll go next if you guys don't mind. I want to thank everybody out there for tuning in. First off, we thank you for the support. I want to thank Scott for putting this together, and Jason, the ultra talented Jason Seville and Mr. Tyler Ham. Thank you. I want to thank everybody for allowing me to be a part of this. I mean, this is for me. This is a kid growing up with Mego. Hey, I'm pinching myself every day. So, thank you.
You earned your spot. You did.
Well, thank you again. Topps.com, noon Monday Eastern Standard Time. Get your figures. Hasbro Pulse, G.I. Joe. If you haven't got them yet, get them while you can. You don't want to miss out on these 2. Again, hashtag Mego Monday. Follow us on social media. We're out there on, obviously, you guys know, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. We show, new content pretty much every day on those social media channels. So check us out. And let me take a look here. Just take a look at my notes. Let's see. Again, Toy Ventures coming up, issue 5. I think that's it for me, guys. We'll move over to Bruce.
My turn.
Yes, sir.
Anyhow, guys, I just want to thank everybody for letting me spend Saturday night with them tonight.
Thank you.
I had a lot of fun. I really did. Like I said, I might not be, I might not be on the level of collector that you guys are, but I will be able to supply you guys with some pretty cool insight, onto the business level of this thing. Some stuff you may want to know, some stuff you might not, but it'll give you some in-depth look at what's happening around the world, and I think that's important. Most importantly, guys, we love you. We appreciate everything. We appreciate the Mego ambassadors and their loyalty. And I just want to say, I know things are heating up again out there. Please, everybody, just be real careful. Health to everybody's family. Health is the most important thing. So we could keep doing this for a long time. So just everybody out there.
Absolutely. Thank you. Yes. Joel, you're going to close it out, sir.
Sounds good. I would just ditto everything that Bruce just said. Everyone stay safe. Everyone, be careful. It is tough out there. Appreciate everyone here, all our fans, everyone who's following us, and everything that you guys are doing. If it wasn't for you, like Bruce said, there wouldn't be us. It's been a great collaboration with you guys, and and moving on to things like Topps is if you look at what's happening with Topps, it's not just a matter of bringing 2 figures to our basic fan base. If you look at the fan base, the collector base that Topps has, this collaboration now takes Megos and opens it up to their collectors base as well. So it really starts to expand, who we are, what we do, and and allows us to get out, great figures and great titles. The other thing I would just mention as well is don't discount Target and Walmart. We still got some great programs going into those guys.
License to play.
And license to
play.
Yep.
You know.
Really cool stuff coming out. Yep, license to play. Our favorite distributor. You know, getting all the goods out to all of our online retailers and yeah, just
collect them all.
Appreciate what everyone's doing in this collaboration. You know, thanks to all of our ambassadors. You know, our ambassadors are really the key to making this this Mego concept work, because they're there for us and they're there to promote the brand. That's what ambassadorship is all about. It's about getting out there, promoting the brand, building the base, and making this all work for all of us, so that we can have more figures and more characters and build our Megos and just create a great company. So thank you to all our ambassadors. Really appreciate it.
Absolutely. Very well said. Scott, you want to close it out with any final remarks?
Final remarks is Joe kind of covered it. Don't forget the awesome vendors. Absolutely Retro, ZLT, Joey from Collect 'Em All. There's new vendors coming out. These things are available everywhere, guys. If anybody ever has any problem getting anything, I don't care what it is, we just come to any one of us. Just go to Ambassador.
Absolutely.
If you don't want to be on Ambassador, you don't have to. That doesn't, it's not a deal breaker. Just reach out and you shall have. We will get them in your hands. I promise you.
Yep.
Having said that, gentlemen, let's call it a night. We're going to do
Thank you, everybody.
outro.
Good night.
Good night, everybody.
Guys.
Have a great night.
Thank you, guys.
Great rest of your weekend.
Good night.
Fun night.
Bye-bye.
Take care.
3, 2, 1.
Yo, Joe!